podcast is on Daniel Dennett and his thesis, Where Am I? In keeping with the physicalist theory, Dennett denies that it is possible for different thinkers to have the same kind of mental state without being in the same kind of physical state. In his thought experiment, he considers this idea, 3 theories that he develops regarding thinking, brains, and it involves a computer. Here we go. The thought experiment starts out when Dennett, who we'll call Dan D., is summoned to the Pentagon to meet with high-ranking NASA, Pentagon, and government officials. They've requested him for a secret mission which involves deploying radioactive materials underground, and because he's a renowned philosopher, thinker. He agrees to have brain surgery to separate his brain from his body because it's a very dangerous mission and they want to keep his brain intact while his body's in another location. He agrees to have the surgery to separate his brain. He is now feeling better, recovers from surgery, regains himself, and wonders, where am I? The nurse assures him everything is okay and tells him he's in a hospital in Houston recovering. As he starts to feel even better, he seeks out his brain. Curiously, he looks at the newly separated brain in a vat to determine where is he. He ponders 3 theories regarding this. In the meantime, he has named his brain Yorick and his new being Hamlet. The 3 theories that he develops go like this. The first one is where Hamlet goes, there goes Dennett. So where his body is where he is. The second theory goes, where Yorick goes, there goes Dennett. So where his mind is where he really is. The third theory says Dennett is wherever he thinks he is. This considers the point of view being your personal location. A year passes. The mission is not successful. Hamlet passes away underground. But Dennett returns to determine that a computer copy has been made of his brain. We'll call the copy Hubert. And another body / physical state comes to being. We'll call him Spud. And there still remains his brain in a vat. Outputs in the new brain are identical and synchronized to the old brain. So Hubert is synchronized and identical with Yorick. Hubert computes on and Spud is now in control. There's a master switch that can be flipped on and off, channeling the computer brain to the physical brain. However, Dennett doesn't feel any difference in himself when the switch is switched on and off. So he thinks, a spare brain. But if detached, Yorick or Hubert, if it's detached from Spud, there would be two people, me, and perhaps a super twin. Two people controlled by two brains. He also considers then that he would survive so long as the brain/body was intact. But would he want to be both people? Knowing that much about another person, and also considering the fact that Hubert and Yorick, if detached input with Spud, one person's embodied and the other one is disembodied. We'd have to make sure that the master switch was always on and never tampered with, so that he could stay connected really to himself. Otherwise, there might be something out of sync. In the end, the question is, where am I? Dan, Hamlet, and Spud are the same, just in a different point of view, and sometimes in a different place if they're out of sync.